Hey everyone, it's Matt at Renaissance, Saturday, June the 25th, and we're working on this Iron Buffalo display. You can see we've got the recessed panels in, and we're getting ready to put the moldings on. And I've got my leather backsplashes done. The only thing I'm lacking is I ran out of the rivets. So this one here I was able to get all the rivets on, except for two up there in the corner. And that's a snakeskin impression on the leather. It's a lambskin, and I'm going to take and faux finish it with some black and some brown glaze, or maybe some raw umber glaze, and hopefully faux finish it to look like it's a bunch of snakeskins cut out to make the backsplash. This is sort of pretending that this is out in the middle of nowhere, and some cowboys trying to put this thing together and having to do it all by hand. He's got hand tools and a handsaw basically, and that's it. And he's trying to make these cabinets as best as what he can out there, and so they're going to look sort of primitive, and that's the idea, is to give them that Western art, rough look. And I'm thinking about calling this the Iron Buffalo Cowboy Collection. I'm going to call this the Cowboy. And one thing I've done too is I made up a couple of handles. This long one here is going to go on the drawer fronts, and it'll mount on the drawer front like that, and it's all wood, it's all carved out. And then I've got some 6-inch ones here that'll go on the doors, and it'll look sort of like that. Probably go up a little bit higher. And what you can do with these is you can mount them in the middle, and that's probably what they would have done way back when. Today everybody mounts them at the bottom because it's just easier to reach and pull, especially for kids. So that's what we'll do. And again, on the inside here we'll have a panel, and the doors and drawer fronts will look like that. They'll have the recessed panel with the molding around it, and it'll have that hand carved look. Excuse me. So next week we should be ready to stain and put the finish on it. And we're going to stain this Renaissance brown, and we're going to give it a hand-worn look. We're going to take a piece of sandpaper, and we're going to sand the edges and a little bit on the face, lighten it up a little bit, and then seal it. And then we're going to use some black glaze, or maybe we'll use Van Dyke brown glaze. I'm not sure yet, but either one will probably look pretty good. The doors underneath the sink, I'm going to put the snake skin on there too, because I think it'll look great. You know, you got it on the backsplash and you got it on the doors, and basically the drawer fronts and the doors above will have the wood molding. The molding will be on this as well, but it'll have instead of having the recessed panel being wood, it'll be the snakeskin. So I think it'll look pretty cool. It's just different, you know. And of course the Cowboys having used natural resources out there, so he didn't have tile, and stone would be too big. And probably doesn't have slate, anything of that nature. Probably doesn't have any plaster, so he sort of thought, hey, this would be cool. I'll go out and kill me a bunch of rattlesnakes and make a backsplash out of rattlesnake skin. So anyways, that's the idea. Just trying to make it look artistic. So we'll update you probably around next Wednesday. We'll have quite a bit more done on it, and we'll show you what it looks like then before we stain it. One other thing we're going to do, or have been working on, is this window seat. It's over 10 feet long. It's for the Kirklands in Santa Clara, down here in southern Utah. It's going to have 4 doors on it, and the doors basically will pull down from the top so they can access it for storage, and there'll be a wood top on it, and it'll fit the wall. So we're going to install that next week. So by next weekend we'll have this installed. I'm working on a conference table for the showroom. It'll have a copper top on it, 3x6 copper countertop, and we'll have this Iron Buffalo display in the showroom by next weekend. So, and then we'll take a video of it once we got it in there so you can see what it looks like inside the showroom. And we haven't got our logo yet, but we're still going to spray the countertops. I may have to do that without the logo, and then I can spray the logo and glue it on afterwards, since this is a display. So next week we should have our other rivets so we can go ahead and put the rest of the rivets in. So anyways, a little close up here of the corbel, the hand gouged look on it. It's a lot of work to get that look on here, so, but it's worth it. I think it's going to look cool. Again, this would look great up in Park City or Aspen or Vail, you know, Entrada, Stonecliff, you know, places where you've got that southwest look, this is the western. We're going to have a southwest look, but we haven't built that yet, but we will be fairly soon. So until next week, this is Matt Renaissance, and have a great weekend.